Hello everybody, myself Shruti Shukla, lecturer of SMPISR affiliated to Padi Sarva Vishwavidyalaya University. Today I would like to give presentation on fat soluble vitamins. You must be aware of the name vitamins, but let us see the detail about the fat soluble vitamins. What is vitamin? Then vitamin in chemistry, it is said that it is an organic biomolecule. What is organic molecule? The organic molecule are the one which contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. If all the three of them are present at a time in a molecule, then that compound is known as organic. And what is biomolecule then? The molecule which play important role in a biological system is known as biomolecule. So vitamin in general is said to be organic biomolecules. The vitamin is the only thing that the body does not make it. The body does not prepare vitamin on its own. You have to take it from your dietary supplements. Either you take from the diet by eating fruits, vegetables, cereals, etc. or you have a marketed products, pharmaceutical drugs, right? Now what is the need for vitamins? Vitamins are required in the body in very trace amount. बहुत ओछું જોઈએ છે. Then also it is necessary. If it is not there, then you won't have a good health. There are some of the symptoms which develop in the body which looks like very severe if vitamin deficiency is there. So to have a good life, healthy life, then you have a proper amount of vitamins. Let's begin with the topic. First of all, I will like to give a brief introduction about the types of vitamins. Then vitamins are of two types. Either they are fat soluble vitamins or water soluble vitamins. The fat soluble vitamins are the vitamins which are only soluble in fat, they are insoluble in water. While the water soluble vitamins are soluble in water. Let's see the difference. Fat soluble vitamins, why they are fat soluble? Because they have a hydrophobic nature. Hydrophobic means they are unable to dissolve in water, they hate water. So ultimately where they will dissolve is, they will dissolve in liquid. Fat soluble vitamins are toxic. Now why they are toxic? Because they get retained inside the body. If you have an excess amount of fat soluble vitamin, then it will store inside your body, inside the liver and fatty tissue. As a result, if the concentration increases, then they may prove to be toxic. As they are non-water soluble, they cannot come out through urine. The examples of fat soluble vitamins are A, D, E, K. Water soluble vitamins, they are hydrophilic in nature, so they are water loving, they can easily dissolve in water. They are non-toxic, as if you take it in an excess amount, it will come outside the body through urine as it is soluble in water. The examples are vitamin C and B complex. The B complex includes all the types of B vitamin, that is B1, B2, B6, B9, etc. Right? Now moving into our main topic, that is fat soluble vitamins. We will see all the 4 different types of vitamins, its local name, its scientific name, the structure, importance and deficiency symptom. So fat soluble vitamins. The first one is vitamin A. The local name is vitamin A. Local name means layman name. Anybody can imagine what we are talking about. If I say that I have a vitamin A deficiency, then you come to know I am talking about the A, right? If I say that I have a retinol deficiency, then the people will not understand. So local name is vitamin A, which is commonly used, and the scientific names are retinol, retina, retinoic acid and provitamin A. Now let's see the structure. Based on the structure, the name has been decided. The retinol contain the alcoholic group, retinal contain aldehyde group, retinoic acid contain acidic group. And what is beta carotene or provitamin A? It is a combination of 2 retinol, right? Where the 2 vitamin A come together, they join and form a structure known as beta carotene or provitamin A. Right? Beta carotene, we have heard that it is in maximum amount in carrot. These are the sources of vitamin A. From where you get vitamin A? The best source is carrot. So have a seasonal carrot, you have a good source of vitamin A. The second is avocado. So in avocado also you find a good amount of vitamin A. You can have any of this and you have a vitamin A. So you should have fruits and vegetables to have your daily supplements of vitamin A. Now let's see the importance of vitamin A. The first thing which play a role by vitamin A is strengthen immunity. It gives you immunity, right? How it gives? It enhances the activity of lymphocytes against the disease-causing antigen. It keeps the mucous membrane moist, so crack will not occur and pathogen will not invade the skin. So mucous membrane moist and ensure better immunity and enhance the activity of WBC. So your WBC will be active. Barabar, the soldiers of body will be active in presence of vitamin A and help you to generate a immunity. So it prevents germs from entering the body. Second important is it improves vision. You all have heard from your parents or relatives that if you don't have vitamin A, if you don't eat carrots, then you won't have a good eyesight, right? So second important thing is improve visions. How? It adjusts the light changes from light to dark. Your eye can adjust in presence of vitamin A. It improves night vision. It prevents the condition like dry eyes and night blindness, right? It improves the health of retina as it develops the visual pupils in the eye. It reduces the risk of cataract and muscular degeneration in the eyes, which is a process of aging. Secondly, and most important, it is beneficial to people which have the diabetic patient in their eyesight become weak due to diabetes, right? So that is called as glaucoma. So vitamin A also prevent that. The next important thing is skin care. Nowadays the products are coming in the market. There are several products used for the good skin care, in which it is written that it is supplementary with additional vitamin A. Why? Because vitamin A is essential for good skin health. How? So vitamin A keeps your body free from free radicals and toxins that damage the skin, and also makes your skin soft, and in your skin the moisture can retain in presence of vitamin A. So you won't suffer the problems such as dryness, keratinization or skin congestion like psoriasis. This is a photograph of psoriasis, right? This is a photograph of skin drying where the skin start peeling off, right? So vitamin A helps in good skin care. It boosts bone health. It is very essential to maintain the good health of your bone and teeth. It helps in the formation of dentin, which is the hardest layer of the teeth. So it makes your teeth strong. It prevents urinary stone, as it helps the diversion of calcium and prevent calcium phosphate formation, which get deposited in the form of stone in the kidney. So vitamin A prevents that. It helps in muscles growth. So to have a good muscles growth, you have a vitamin A in a good amount. Usually the child suffers from vitamin A deficiency and their muscles remain weak. So it is necessary to give vitamin A to children. It reduces the risk of acne, that is pimples. It prevents cancer as it acts as an antioxidant. It repairs tissue, right? It helps in the repairing of your tissues. And most important, which is that it's slow aging. It will slow the wrinkling process, development of age spots, and if you have a good amount of vitamin A in a daily diet, you look younger than what you are, right? So this was all about the importance of vitamin A. Now if you suffer a deficiency, then what happens? So it causes night blindness, biotes, that is the development of calcium phosphate in the eye, skin problems. They may affect the growth of skeletons and reproductive system. The next vitamin is vitamin D. Its local name is either you call it as vitamin D, D2 or D3. The scientific name of it is ergocalciferol and cholecalciferol. D2 for ergocalciferol and D3 for cholecalciferol. Right? This is the structure. The difference between the structure is the absence of this methyl group over here. So this is the structure of vitamin D. From where you get it? The best source, eatable source, that is you get from the dairy products, and the best of best is fish liver oil. You get it from a fish liver, right? Egg yolk can also provide you vitamin D. You may have heard that sunlight is a very good source of vitamin D. Actually, the sunlight is what? It is a light. It does not contain any iron, metal, nothing. It is only a wave. It does not contain vitamin D. But when that sunlight hit into your body, it penetrates inside your body, it converts an intermediate inside your body into vitamin D. Right? So for the conversion of that intermediate, sunlight is very necessary. So sunlight is included as a source of vitamin D. Importance: it is very important to regulate calcium and phosphate level in your body. If you are deficiency with D, then the calcium deposit in your bone will not take place and your bone will be brittle. Deficiency: it causes rickettsia in child, that is curving of bone, so the child will have face in walking. Osteomalacia, the bone becomes soft in adults. Osteodystrophy, as the calcium will not deposit in the bone, it will form a calcium phosphate salt and it fails your kidney. The next vitamin is vitamin E. The local name is vitamin E. The scientifically it is named as tocopherol. This is the structure of tocopherol. Let's see from where we get vitamin E. So there are plenty of sources from where you get vitamin E. So the people face less deficiency of vitamin E, and vitamin E is also one of the important vitamin which play a role in many body functions, which we see further. So we get vitamin C from vegetable oils, soya, corn, olive oil. Olive oil is very good source, right? Nuts, green vegetables, fruits, cereals, etc. So everybody, being an Indian, you have a daily diet, staple diet, that is sufficient to have a vitamin E supplements. Importance: it is necessary to maintain the membrane structure, protect RBC from hemolysis to prevent anemia, maintain reproductive functions, help in cellular respiration, etc. That is important for the energy generation. Prevent oxidation of vitamin A. So for the protection of vitamin A, vitamin E is necessary. Need for absorption of amino acid in intestine. There are several essential amino acids. We take it from the food only. So that is absorbed in presence of vitamin E. It helps in involving synthesis of nucleic acid. Act as an antioxidant. It protects liver from toxic effect. If vitamin E deficiency is there, what it causes? It causes sterility. Means it fails the reproductive system. Degeneration of muscles takes place, cause anemia and cause minor neurological symptoms. Right? So this was all about the deficiency of vitamin E. So till here we have seen three vitamins, that is A, D, E. Now moving into the last vitamin, that is vitamin K. The vitamin K are of two oriented, either they are plant or animal. Vitamin K is only K1 is only seen in plant. K2 is seen in both animal and plant, while K3 is artificially synthesized to meet the requirement of the society. The scientific name is polyquinone. Right? This is the structure of vitamin K1, K2 and K3. The K3 is complex structure which is pharmaceutically synthesized. From where you get K? So you get K only and only from green leafy vegetables. The best source are green leafy vegetables. You have spinach, you have cauliflower, you have broccoli. So in this, from the green leafy vegetables, you have vitamin K. Vitamin K is very essential in the body. It requires in a very trace quantity, then also it is very much important. Why? Because its main function is blood clot. If your blood don't clot, then you may face problem, right, and act as a coenzyme. Deficiency of it will cause delay blood clot. So if someone met with the accident and it has an excess of blood loss, then at that time doctor gives the injection of vitamin K to increase the blood clotting of that patient. So vitamin K is that much important for the body. So here I finish with the fat soluble vitamin. Hope you understood the topic. In the future video I will be coming back with the water soluble vitamins, and we will see different kind of water soluble vitamins. Thank you for listening to me very carefully.